Well, we had a lot of Oscar talk on the show today, but apparently not enough. Thor has requested more.
Yeah.
He said he enjoyed it so much, he wants more breakdowns of outfits and the show and all the good stuff from the Oscars.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
It was like you were watching E, huh?
Yeah.
You really were enjoying it.
I loved it. Well, okay, so I got home last night around like 5 o'clock, right when it started, and I immediately had to do a ton of laundry. So I was in and out. So I really only saw bits and pieces that were on Twitter, which is great because I got to see like the bigger moments and like speeches and stuff. But like the little things that you guys are talking about, I kind of missed. Yeah. So that sucks, you know?
And you like me and Emily's
very
fashion
much enjoy
breakdown.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't agree with some
We
of the
get in
fashion
there.
breakdowns.
Yeah.
But I very much enjoy it.
There was some You Better Works in there.
There were some You Better
Oh,
Works.
yeah.
There were some
Well,
You
Eddie
Better
has
Works.
strong feelings on the fashion.
Oh, yeah.
Which it's,
I want classic Hollywood. Thank you.
He does.
I don't need the vintage looks, okay? I don't need this bullshit.
You were out on Florence Pugh, as we talked about earlier.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
P.U.
Okay.
He's Billy Porter.
Awful look.
You're not into the new school.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Now, one outfit that we didn't get to that I could not figure out all night long.
Yeah.
It was so fucking bizarre. And people are sort of talking about it now because when they did a wide shot of the audience, you would see it.
Oh, dude.
And you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, now I do.
Immediately.
And you kind of went, what the fuck is that? What is going on there?
Is there smoke?
There was a lady
Explosion?
who sat, about, 12 rows back. She was not in the front.
Which means that you're not that big of a deal.
She was a tertiary person.
If you're sitting that far back, you're not a big deal.
But there's still a ton of people behind you.
for sure.
yeah.
You may be in a movie, you may be part of something, but you're not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know who she was. I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah.
But she was sitting there, and she had the wildest outfit to where she had this giant, headpiece where if you were sitting not just behind her, but on either side and 5 rows behind her, you weren't seeing the show.
That's so fucked.
No.
Because this thing was so massive.
Unless you're Lady Gaga or like Meryl Streep or somebody huge, you can't do that.
I don't know how she was allowed.
I don't
either.
I don't think anybody should be alled to do
but
that.
you know when they wear like crazy things.
I get it, but even with that, I'd be like, sit that bitch in the back corner. Seriously.
My God.
Damn.
Well, some people wait
from
there.
somebody with a tiny head
I know.
who can't see it.
Can you not?
So true.
Can you
So I get
not?
where she's coming from.
I mean,
Can you imagine if Sky was wearing that?
Well, she
She'd
wouldn't
get
be able to
lost.
Okay, I wouldn't get lost in it. But people wait their whole entire
Yeah.
lives to get that invite. And could you imagine this is your one
One
time
shot being at the
and you're
Oscars.
right fucking behind that cloud?
Oh, I would ask her to take her off. I'd be like, can you take that off? I'm trying to watch the fucking show here.
And she says no, then what do you do?
I'd be like,
I would complain.
I would
honestly.
complain too.
I'd
I
go,
would complain. I'd
be like
come
Jimmy
on.
Kimmel, can you move this chick?
You're
Or-
going straight up to Jimmy.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Excuse me, Jimmy.
Yeah, that would be great. And if that was the incident this year, her and somebody else get into it over her thing.
You just want there to be violence.
That's great. It's phenomenal. It's what makes the Oscars everything.
You choose violence.
I do.
Okay.
I
Oh, my
do.
God.
Yeah, that outfit was wild.
And now today, pictures are going viral of people peeking around it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
know,
there are pictures of that. It's crazy.
Because the people
You
behind her
cannot see.
legit could not see.
No, and I noticed at one time they showed the guy that there was this one guy with glasses on behind her, and he's not a big man either. He's actually pretty
Little guy.
short. Little guy.
Emily,
Little
did
guy.
you like her outfit?
I thought it was ridiculous. I thought it was fine. The dress part was fine and pretty. But
Save
the
it for
top,
your Grammys.
Yeah. Oh, there
Save
it
it
is.
for the
There it is.
VMAs.
There we go.
You don't wear that to the Oscars.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just shocked they didn't move her. I thought they were when I saw that
it's
fucking
crazy.
dress,
It's
I'm
ridiculous.
like, well, it's beautiful, but they can't seat her in the audience like that.
Emily really hurt my feelings when she said that she didn't like Ana de Armas' dress. I thought it was amazing.
I said I liked it from the head down till the bottom.
I loved everything about it. But my best dressed, without a doubt, when she came walking out on stage, I don't even know what award she presented, was Jessica Chastain.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, those titties.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Fights and titties.
That's what makes a good Oscars.
all
You
I
give me
need.
fights and titties?
That's all you need.
Eddie, is that classic Hollywood fights and titties?
It is now.
It was a little bit of a revealing dress. Eddie? Okay.
I liked it. This is more of the man speaking than it is the fashion expert.
Oh, this isn't Billy Porter, right?
No,
This isn't
no.
Okay.
I did find it odd though when she was in the audience. She was wearing a mask.
I saw that.
Now,
right.
it's fine.
And
You
she
still
was the
want to wear a
only
mask,
person.
but you were literally the only person in the audience wearing a mask. And then Jimmy, was talking to her. She took it off. So what's the point?
Yeah.
And then when she presented, she didn't wear it. So what's the point?
point?
Backstage with all these people.
I'm a little confused. Did we hear anything of why she was wearing a mask?
No, I was wondering that
Was she
too.
under the weather?
I didn't know if she wasn't feeling well or if she was shooting a movie that requires her when she's out in public to mask up. But like you said, there were multiple times when she wasn't wearing it, so it just didn't make sense.
I don't give a fuck what she was wearing.
Oh my God.
Because I would have paid. Her titties were oiled up. They were already. They were glistening.
I don't think they were oiled.
Nobody's. Oh my
I don't think
God,
they were oiled
those titties were glistening. I would have
Now I
paid
gotta
$1 million to oil those puppies up.
guy's so
How do you
weird
get
about
that
that.
job?
$1 million?
How do you get that job to oil up titties?
Can you not
she-
oil your own?
Yeah,
ladies?
I would.
No,
I'm able to oil my own
she
titties.
she
Yeah.
definitely has an titty oil.
Really?
She pays somebody to oil the titties.
I don't think
Just
she
like they pay.
does.
Does she do her own makeup? Does she do her
I
own
mean,
hair?
that's a little bit
All of a
different.
sudden, she's gonna start doing her own titties.
I guess. I don't
No,
know.
they were
gonna start
phenomenal.
doing
When
her
she
own
came out,
titties.
somebody wooed and gave her a go girl. I don't know if you guys heard that.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
really?
I heard that.
I did.
That was
She's
me.
got a
It was
very-
me for my. It was my
Oh, it
living
was
room.
you.
It was me for my living room.
She looks just like Jessica Rabbit. Her body is like the same as Jessica Rabbit with the teeny tiny little waist. And the big
Oh,
old
you don't
boobs.
have to be jealous, baby.
I'm not. I
You
think
got
she's
titties?
so gorgeous.
Hey, you got them titties too.
Not
you
that
gotta
big.
be jealous. Well, they're pushed up a little bit. We can all.
I'm not seeing any oil on these.
Yeah, I didn't see
No?
the oil.
Oh,
I think he
oh,
just wishes every titties were oiled.
He like dreams it.
Yeah.
He dreams
Love
it.
Yeah.
I love them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was my best dress.
You know what's weird is Halle Berry. Like she's in her 50s.
Yeah.
she looks phenomenal.
She looks incredible.
It's pretty wild.
Remember when I ran into her in Disneyland one time?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, saw her
Oh.
up close. She looks that good up in person.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you like her
wild.
hair?
No, it looked a little funky.
Really?
Yeah, it was a little funky.
I
It was
didn't hate it.
covering one side of her face.
Yeah, it was a little odd. Looked broken, honestly. I don't know.
I agree. I didn't like it with
hair.
that dress
Yeah,
either.
didn't work.
Didn't match.
Oh.
You better work.
And she didn't.
You
Yeah,
better
you
work.
would know.
Hey, I'll take the two of them.
Oh wait, what?
They're both allowed to hang out with me anytime they want.
Titties?
They're allowed.
Titties all day.
Okay.
Honestly, I would have liked a little more titty from Halle Berry.
You know who was showing her titties was Eva Longoria.
See, I didn't see
She
this. I
looked
gotta go-
incredible.
She did.
Yeah, she did
Another
look
one
great.
in
Yeah.
her 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks fucking fantastic.
And she didn't look-
Hollywood, man.
She didn't look like she had a ton of work done either on her face.
You would, but she probably.
She for sure
Yeah,
has,
she
but she didn't
does
look like
she and Nicole
cat-like.
Kidman,
Oh,
whose face doesn't
wow.
fucking move.
Hey.
But
does look great.
but she looks fantastic.
Emily, she has no wrinkles on her face, and she's in her 50s.
Yeah, I
She's
mean-
had so much
No,
work done.
I'm not. I
Her
know
one
that.
eyebrow is up.
I'm
What are you talking about?
She didn't look cat-like to me, is what I'm
No,
saying, with
she
the big
didn't.
old
No.
fake lips and stuff. She looked sort of.
But I
natural.
mean,
But hot though, man.
a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Min.
Well, looking
You're
good.
in.
In on Eva
Oh yeah.
Longoria.
Me too.
I don't know. I think these chicks need to start aging a little more gracefully. You know.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
I get
Well,
it. I'm
you
with
know-
Sky.
You know, you see,
Uh-oh.
you know, there's some women sitting at home who may or may not be 45 years old and
Oh.
looking at these 50-year-old women going,
Yeah.
how do they get
Sorry,
to look like
Sky.
that? You know?
Well, they have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
A lot of needles.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Speaking of not aging gracefully,
Huh.
guess who else they trotted out? John Travolta.
Oh.
We were waiting for it.
Yep, yep.
We were waiting for it. You want to talk about
Oh.
a fucking risk.
Wow.
When you
Massive.
trot out John Travolta
Yes.
and say, hey, we'd like you to do the in memoriam
Oh my
segment.
God.
And with what happened only a few years ago
Yeah.
at the Oscars, that's a risk.
The wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem.
How many?
Adele Dazeem.
How many people went?
Yes.
Who?
Everyone.
Production backstage.
Well, first of all, everyone's probably like, "Look at this asshole, wickedly talented. What an asshole!"
problem.
And then Adele Dazeem.
Yeah, who's
So
that?
they say, all right, now we like to introduce John Travolta. I went, oh, shit.
Oh, my head immediately whipped around.
I
and
grabbed
saw
my
the TV.
seatbelt. I'm buckling
Dude.
up.
Yeah, let's go.
And
I'm
then when I
buckling up.
realized he's introducing the in memoriam thing, I'm like, oh, fuck.
I'm praying he thinks someone's dead that's alive.
Oh, dude, no.
I'm praying he thinks someone's dead that's alive.
Now, all that being said,
Yes.
I felt like he sort of redeemed himself.
Yeah.
Because
He had a moment.
when he starts to cry when he says that, you were hopelessly devoted
Oh
to
my
some of
God.
these.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Sandy.
You don't think he was put on a little bit?
I was talking about Sandy.
We
know.
know.
We
who you're
know.
saying.
We know.
I was
Travolta.
referring to Sandy.
You don't have to explain it. You're ruining the moment.
John, we actually
Yeah, we know.
Guys,
No, we know.
I
know.
did a movie called Grease with it. It was wild.
Yeah, in the song,
that's
hopelessly
right.
devoted.
It's in the movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
we get. That's
Hopelessly
why.
devoted.
That's
John,
why
I
you
actually
said
felt
it.
like you were more broken up over her than your actual wife.
Maybe a little bit.
That's
a
so
weird.
It was
God,
That
that's so
is.
messed up.
So weird.
Yeah, that's.
It was weird, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so luckily that went off better than
Yeah.
Adele Dazeem.
Yeah.
How funny would it have been if the first picture they put up is Adele Dazeem?
Whoever that is.
Who died?
It's just like a black photo of nobody.
Yeah,
It's an outline
And
of a
it says
face.
Adele Dazeem.
That's funny.
It has the year he said it, and then 2023.
Oh, $1 million.
I don't know if
Brilliant.
in memoriam
I
is
know,
the time for
but
jokes,
gosh,
Eddie.
dang it, that's funny.
Oh, that would
man.
be
That would have been
hysterical.
so
That's
fucking funny.
Yeah, if like a hacker got that in there, you fucking win the world.
You put me on the
Yes.
writing staff of the Oscars. I'm pitching it. I go, listen, guys,
You're
this
gonna
may
lose your
not go
job."
over well, but tell me that's not fucking funny. Adele Dazeem is dead. Come on,
He has to announce
and
it.
he's announcing it. Come on, let this happen.
I feel like
dude.
if you did it last, it could have went over.
Ooh, I don't
because you
know.
go through everyone
Yes.
claps, and then you get
Then
down to
Adele
the
Dazeem.
same. Kind of brings life back.
And then it just
This is
fades.
R.I.P.
back.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it brings the mood back up.
And then it just fades to commercial, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Adele Dazeem.
The other thing that people were kind of talking about was the interactions that Jimmy Kimmel had
Yeah.
with certain audience members
Yeah.
that didn't go so well. Like he
Yeah.
did the thing with the girl that got nominated for the Nobel Peace
Oh,
Prize.
dude, that was so awkward. No,
dude.
wrong person
yeah,
to joke with.
I don't know, man.
not
Like,
a
what was
jokey-
she supposed to say?
Well, no, I don't know why Kimmel even
I
went
don't know.
there. Like,
Well, I get
she's
the
not.
joke. Like she's nominated for Nobel Peace Prize,
Yeah.
and then you ask her about whatever the pop culture thing it was. I forget
something
what it was.
trivial.
Something kissing or
Yeah.
no, the spitting, the Chris
spitting.
Pine spitting thing.
spitting.
Which is like, yeah.
which is funny.
Which is
but-
funny, yeah.
but
And they
like-
just leave it there.
But she didn't even want
No,
anything to do
no.
with that.
No,
So that just
no.
fell flat.
I think I missed that part.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a whole audience member thing that he
wow.
was doing.
It was
And,
awkward.
and he did this whole back and forth with Steven Spielberg and Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
And Spielberg's incredible. I
Yeah.
mean, he's one of the biggest, the biggest director of all time, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
But he's not a comedian.
No.
And so, you're trying to
And he's not a young, energetic guy
No.
either.
It's just odd.
Yeah.
It kind of fell a little bit flat. And
Yeah.
then he was making drug references to him, and Spielberg doesn't go there.
No.
So it was like
He's shaking
kind
his
of
head like,
weird-
no, kinda.
weird. And sitting right behind him is Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
And so he starts going and doing a thing with Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
And people were like, was Seth not into it? Or
He
I don't
comes
know.
off very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He kind of came off douchey. It was weird.
He did.
It was weird.
You
And
got
I'm like,
that
you're a
same
funny
feeling?
guy.
I thought that
I
too.
don't
It's
get
like
that.
he wasn't playing along, and I thought the jokes Kimmel was making were really funny. So I
Yeah,
was
he's like
surprised
you're
that
on
they're,
you're at least on one mushroom
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now or
Yeah.
something like that. And I'm
And
like,
he was
okay, this
given
makes
the,
sense.
like, no, don't joke
Yeah,
about
that's
it
kinda
or
what-
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, it was
Does he take
weird.
himself too seriously now?
I saw him on a roast recently, and he was the same way on the roast. Like, people would make fun of him, and he was weird. And he's just like, I don't
Well,
get that.
I've had an interaction with Seth
Oh,
before
really?
that didn't go well.
Oh.
So we interviewed him once. I've had two interviews that with very funny people that I thought that I made a joke with
Yeah.
that didn't go over well, and it like kind of soured me on them. One was Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Jonah was not fun.
No.
Really?
Like we interviewed. Remember this guy?
Oh, he's so serious.
and he was not joking around at all.
Yeah.
No.
And
That's
so,
so weird.
like, me, I'm a goof and I'll ask you funny questions or whatever, hoping to get you going. Like a guy like Mark Wahlberg,
Comes on, he's awesome.
he comes on, we joke around about him singing in Boogie Nights.
It's-
He starts singing
He
the
starts
song.
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
That's
him.
what I
incredible.
want.
Me and him were joking about the Giants and the Patriots. It was great.
He's
Yeah.
great.
He's awesome.
And that's a giant level celebrity.
Yeah.
And so, you hope for a good rapport with
Especially
whoever
from
you're
a funny
interviewing.
guy.
Yeah.
Somebody who's in super bad.
And
Jonah-
Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Jonah, no thank
no,
you.
no, thank you.
And then Seth sort of was like this. Seth has that weird, goofy laugh.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to have him joke around with me. Well, this was at the time when, remember the two Mall Cop movies came out?
Oh, yeah.
One was Paul Blart,
Blart.
and the other was, I forget,
Seth
Seth's
Rogen's movie.
Yeah.
Seth's
Oh,
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mall Cop or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember what it was
No,
called.
yeah.
And so that's what we were interviewing him for. And so I made some sort of joke about Paul Blart, and he literally stops the interview and goes, "Yeah, well, that's not funny."
Oh,
And I went,
no.
"Holy shit!" Like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
my god,
it
That's so
got
uncomfortable.
it was
serious.
uncomfortable, and it was not fun.
No.
And he was not like I said it in a way that I thought he would have fun with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because it was a narrative.
Yeah,
and
people were talking
wasn't
about it.
having it. And I
Af-
went, "Wow, that sucks."
You know what that needed right after it?
What?
R.I.P. Adele Dazeem.
Dude,
That ended up right back.
what we